Angela Yee. I'm here with my guest host, Kaz, and you came on a good day.
I felt like a good day. It's been a lot.
Yeah, we got Popeyes.
Got the snack
and we
racks
also
going.
have catering today.
Yeah.
Wednesdays is like you got to do Tell Us a Secret. Now let's get into this Yee tea. You know, I've been trying to pick special sports stories for you.
And I appreciate that.
That's not really about sports.
Yeah,
For instance, Charles Oakley. Now, you know he's been getting a lot of attention for being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is a different vibe for him. With his wife, Angela. She's been doing great on the show this season. Well, he was recently on Relationship Scott, her podcast. And here is the clip that's going viral when he was asked about getting married.
What were your reasons behind getting married?
It wasn't even planned. We was in Vegas. We just did it. I told somebody, I think somebody might put something in my drink that night, but I don't know. We went to the mall the next day, got a ring. I got to get a jacket. Just went to the service, got married.
You know what? And they still married to this day? They still together to this day?
Yes, they're still together to this day.
Hey, man, sometimes that's how it goes.
And even their whole relationship, though, like they met each other and then they met each other again. They ended up being neighbors, like way later in life.
But they weren't together. They were
No,
just
they weren't
neighbors.
together.
Okay.
Then they ended up being neighbors and then they, got married.
Got married.
And they're still married.
Hey, listen, it ain't about the proposal. I've seen people have the biggest, most extravagant proposals of all time and last like 2 months. You know, they've been together for a long time, so good for them.
Well, in addition to that, speaking of them being married, Real Housewives of Atlanta, the reunion is going to be coming on July 13th. And in the trailer, here goes Charles Oakley having another moment.
Everybody want to know about me. What about y'all?
What? Wow.
I'm the only husband here. Where your husband's at?
She said, wow.
You know when they play that sound effect, that is when you know you probably crossed the line.
Why is he so funny?
Oak just got no filter, man. Knicks fans know that if you've been following Charles Oakley our entire career, Charles Oakley do not give a F about anything.
The Garden knows as well.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully one day he's invited back to Garden, but that's the reason why he can't come back now, because sometimes Oakley be wilding just a little bit.
All right, now, and in good news, Shaq paid for every customer's dress. He was at a boutique in Staten Island, and he stopped by there, and, the owner said that they saw him walking around, and he basically went in and cracked some jokes and talked about which gowns he liked and then paid for everybody's dresses. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, Shaq does this, though. If you catch Shaq at some sort of retail place, he will usually see who everyone's behind him and everyone's in front of him and be like, yo, pay for everybody's stuff and be out.
In other words, if you see Shaq going into Hermes, Chanel, go in the store.
Facts. I've seen him pay for
store.
a bunch of MacBooks or something.
What?
I've seen him do this many, many times. Shout out to him being in my hometown of Staten Island. That was really dope. I never thought I'd see Shaq in Staten Island ever.
Anyone who works retail, if you see Shaq coming in the store, call me and I'll pop up. I just want to stand there and get... All right, well, that is your Yee tea. When we come back, is Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. Never thought Homeland Security would be tweeting at Harvard.
Oh, boy.
We'll talk about it. It's Way Up.
Way up.